Okay, so what do we need to do now? We got three guys down here? We got two guys here and a guy here, which means there's probably a bunch of guys in here. Usually you just don't see the one guy in a room. I think, yep, those are just those, the radiation bats. We don't really have to care about those. Let's see, it has been a day, or two, or three. I don't actually remember how many days it's been. It's been a couple days, so I have to get back and remembering what all I had here. I know I just gotten the see-through walls thing, which is nice. I don't have room to carry that meat. Okay, I'll just drop the stimulants. Still don't have anything to decipher that. Just ignore it. We're gonna check up here, because this is gonna be a weird diagonal map. We're gonna check up first. We got I got an armory and there's a robot in it. You see how many robots? Check the map. Oh yeah, that's a couple guys in there. So at least two robots and an organic enemy of some description. Oh. Okay, so since he has attacked the door, he's not a ground-based enemy. I think I know exactly what enemy he is. I don't know if I know the name, but I believe it's a Morigi drone. These shoot lasers and they fly, and I think that's the guy who's attacking this door. From my experience, it tends to be those guys when the door is being attacked from inside the armory, because they, for some reason, can't open the door, but are hostile to me already, just from passing by. So if we wait here, he's gonna pop out, and he's got 2 laser pistol shots. So that's like 10 to 15 damage per shot through my armor, because my armor's not gonna... 40 armor's not gonna do anything because it's got higher penetration. So I'm gonna want to kill him relatively quickly, so I probably want to bring out the carbine. Oh, and by the way, you still can't meet those physical requirements. Don't forget that part. Gotta take a couple rounds here. Yep, more Rigi drone. Miss. More misses. Yep, 15s. More misses. Oh, 22. Okay, maybe this isn't the best plan. Let's, Can't use the rifle, we're too close. This seems like a bad idea to try the sword. Yeah, don't try the sword. This pistol, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot we had no ammo for it. Yeah, they don't have too much health, but they do seem to be hard to hit. And they do hit hard. At least comparatively to what we've seen so far. So probably could have done that better, but I'm not too worried. Mainly because I'm stupid. I should be worried. I only got the two medical supplies. You got the band-aids, which are not great. They're band-aids. They do have a 1-up on other healing items, though. Okay, so worms and the big guy. There we go. Oh, and a guy with a laser and guns. We'll wait for him to come out. Just shoot the worms in the meantime. Well, he comes closer. I think he comes closer. Yep. He's a bit of a scaredy cat, though. So I do believe enemies, like, they also suffer from range penalties if they're too close or too far away. Though it's hard to know what weapon they're using, I guess. Like, I would assume that'd be similar to an auto pistol, but this guy shoots like 3 rounds at a time, so that'd be a machine gun, maybe? I don't know. Just eat the 1 meat, I guess. Take the 2 pistol rounds. Gotta get any armor? We do. There's one of those alpha doors. Really don't need the alpha keycard, they're pretty easy to lockpick. It's the different kinds later down that are the issue. So we have polarized armor. I do believe polarized armor refers to laser weapons. I think it's effective against laser weapons, which is pretty good. Towards the end, people are gonna have giant laser guns or shotguns. Though finding room for the thing, that's another question here. I guess we'll drop that. We'll drop this. I wish I had a purifier, but I don't have the ingredients for one. Make sure to grab the cooked meat. Okay, that's 2 spaces. I guess I'll drop the 2 rounds. There we go. Polarized armor. Oh, slicing. Oh, I guess it would be reflective armor, maybe. Okay. So made of a crystalline mesh, the armor goes rigid when the material is cut. So, not great. There's not too many things that's going to run up and try and stab you. Unless it counts like claws, which maybe bears. I'm not sure if that counts as slicing damage or something else. Or like stabbing. I'm not sure if like a knife and a sword are different in terms of the damage it does. I know they're different because one's like blades and the other one isn't. Like it's yeah, blades and spear and knife. So I don't know if that's just if all these damages are just thrown into slicing weapons, because you don't really slice people with a spear, you stab them. And I guess the same could be said for the knife. Regardless, even though the slicing damage doesn't really matter. I mean, that's really good armor versus slicing. Because, you know, comparatively 50. But it is better than our default armor here. Or I guess our flak jacket. With only 40, this one has 50. So it's better even then. So we'll definitely hang on to it. So now looking at, I really could go for some additional armor. We don't have any extras aside from the headband. Well, we have a chance of actually accessing our stored items here. Nope, and it just deletes. Was that wasn't our disease stuff, was it? Let's check messages. Nope, not messages. We want log. Yeah, see, this isn't events. Yeah, the welcome, it doesn't tell you. So, I don't think that was our antibiotics. I think that was antibodies that I stored in there. Because my inventory is still full here. Yeah, here's my antibiotics. So that's the biggest issue with these. You fell and anything inside can just be disintegrated. Well, there's another spear. I think we saw a spear earlier. But definitely no room for it. Definitely no skills for it. Only a whopping 1 in base spear stats. So don't think it's worth it. If it was the squid guy spear, the squid guy spear is pretty good because it's a spear with a shotgun shell glued to the end of it. So I think it shoots as well as being able to stab people. Okay, so we've repaired this. What would be the most important thing to repair? We actually can repair 2 things at 80% efficiency, so that's pretty good. We're gonna ignore the knife because the plan is just to ditch this and start using the Dur knife. And we can repair the bullet mill, which is really nice. So we could just run down all the durability, repair it, run down all the durability and repair it, and we'd just be sitting at just a mountain of bullets. However, I think it's important to repair this visor. It's only 4 units. However, being able to see enemies through walls is really nice. Knowing how many I need to worry about coming into the room. I do think I'm going to save the other repair for later on this floor and come back and repair the flak jacket. We have a database computer here, a technical database. Really, it's an odd computer. As you see here, Tactics versus Zolt Infant Swarm improved. So what it does is, if you successfully use it, you do more damage against one enemy type, like not group, but just a single sort of enemy. So we now can do more damage. I think it's an infant swarm. I've already forgotten because of how many there are. Again, it would be log. Yeah, Zolt infant swarm. So it's not that great because there's a lot of enemies in this game. So being able to kill this guy, it's like 10% more damage or something akin to that. It's not great. I mean, it's really nice when you roll, say, like a battle cat. This thing's gonna mess you up real bad, so being able to do more damage is nice. However, there's a chance of failing, and it sets off an alarm, spawns a couple Havoc drones. Havoc drones are very similar to the tiny flying drones that shoot you with lasers, except they don't shoot you with lasers. These ones only have the stun attack, which is a laser, but it's not a highly damaging laser. It's just like a sound wave disc of death. Oh, and I guess more importantly, there is an alarm. So all mechanoids on the floor are probably gonna rush me now. Thankfully, I did take out the armory. That's where most of them hide out. So there's the guy I was talking about, the fast response unit. Same guy, except the little drone only has that attack instead of also the laser attack. One bright side about those bots is when you break them, there's a pretty good chance you get those little batteries for your guns. Speaking of, did I ever reload that gun? I did. Okay. Gotta make sure. Okay, so we got one guy down there. No one in here. Granted, there's usually not a lot in here. Okay, so it's just Zolt Infant Swarm. There's that extra damage, 7. Yeah, not too great. Granted, I don't think I've ever empirically tried to figure out if it's worth it or not. I usually just do it for the small amount of XP, and because I like activating everything in the room anyway. Okay, so we got some more lockpicks. Speaking of, we got this. A little worried. I'm always worried about the lockers and refrigerators. Or I guess not refrigerators, but the it's like the stasis refrigerator. It's a white box with a yellow force field in front of it. Those seem to be mimics more often than not. And usually I'm starving, so I'm just so happy to see a refrigerator, and I get mauled. Okay, so we do have an advanced Lear medkit. Question is, how big is it? Because you look at this and you're thinking, oh, it's 2x2, and it probably is 2x2. Nope, it's only 1x1. There's multiple of these. There's like a Hyber one that is 2x2. So I don't know why this one is 1x1. It's a real toss-up whether or not the medkit you're gonna pick up is really big or really small, and I don't know why. Now the question is, what in the world do we drop now? I think I'm just gonna say goodbye to the knife. Okay, and guess what? You can't use that laser carbine. Thought you could, but you can't. Let's see. No one up there. Still can't hold any more handgun rounds. Medbay doesn't have anything for us. We got the 2 bats there we don't really care about. We have an another armory, whatever. I see a gun or a shield, I just say armory. I mean, it's gonna be security station. The other place was probably bot storage, or I guess a wrench would be bot storage. I don't know. I never really look at the names up here. I go like, oh, it's, you know, staff room, kitchen / cafeteria / food room. Just generalizations. Because there's really I'm not sure if there is a difference between the things. Obviously, bot storage and an armory is going to be different. But I'm not sure if the symbol on the door, like if there's multiple names for each symbol on this door. See, this is kitchen / cafeteria. But I feel as though this could also be food storage. Or maybe something else. Probably not restaurant. I don't think you're going to find a restaurant in a secret underground laboratory. Also, thankfully, we're on floor 12. And it's just rats. Which is very nice. Also, we cured our poison there. And we have more razor teeth. So, I'm actually going to run back and just ignore those guys. They're not going to follow. I'm going to run back and use the lab station here.
I have done it.
Because this should clear up 2 inventory spaces now. Because we got rid of both the bone shards / slivers. I don't actually remember which one it is. And the teeth. It's all about keeping that inventory open. Yeah, this is the thing I was thinking about. The stasis pantry.
Excellent.
I know those desks also tend to be mimics. You know, these aren't mimics because they're 2 spaces, but these can easily be mimics. Eggs and field rations. I think this is, yeah, last charge of my little Palm Pilot here. And it's some cheese. I will just eat that and take the cheese. Okay, so I don't see anyone here. Do have a box, 99%. More ammo. How much ammo? 69 rounds. There's no way I can leave that laying there. We'll drop this micro furnace. Okay, so there's 2 gas traps. Still not worried about those at all. So we have a surveillance console here. And this just does the exact same thing as our motion sensor. It should just show us a map of all the enemies. So we got the 2 bats here. And we have 2 more enemies over here. It does give us the map, though, which is nice. There's also a chance of alerting enemies when you do that, if you fell it. I think it spawns more bots. Usually, if it's a computer and you fell it, it's going to spawn those little orb bots. See, that blinds people. We don't want that. Okay, so we got another Mind Wolf. Let's try out the sword. He has paralyzed me, which is unfortunate. Still nowhere as bad as being feared. I'm not really sure how you would go about saying that. You can't afraid someone. Sounds like the last 2 people are a Mind Wolf and a single robot somewhere. Really wish he would stop being my advisor. There he goes. He's down. So we have, like, cryostasis or something. This usually just has, I think, those chemical pods in it. And, yep. Okay, good. Thank you for shooting me in the back. I just wanted to look in the room. There we go. Okay, so this is, yeah, cryogenics lab. I've never seen anything even remotely like anything you'd see in a cryogenics lab, like frozen people or ice or anything. It's always just random stuff, like a desk or this safety pod, which it's similar to a bed, except it's not going to give you extra hills from sleeping, but it does mean no one can eat you. So it's nice. Say some very angry people are running after you. You run in here, activate the safety pod, and then you just hit Control X and rest the night away.